no, this is a 40-year-old man who clearly can't count. My boy literally wearing Google Spyglass and everything in there. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, IYKYK, and we are back with another reaction to Spy Family. We're now into episode 10, which is called The Great Dodgeball Plan. The Great Dodgeball Plan. All right. So the last episode was definitely more focused on the adults. We saw the wrap up of Yuri finally meeting Twilight, aka Lloyd. And we see that while he doesn't fully accept the marriage, he can't really find anything wrong with Lloyd because Lloyd is damn good at what he does. But we know that he's still got his eye on him and he's hoping to trip him up at some point so he can get an excuse to break them up because my guy's got a little bit of a obsession with his sister he needs to work out. But obviously the hilarious part of all of it is we discovered, and it was reinforced again last episode, that Yuri's work team in the secret police are actually actively working to find Twilight. So the fact that he inadvertently stumbled upon him and doesn't even know it is kind of funny. And then we also saw that, you know, Yuri and Lloyd have kind of just expressed the fact that they really appreciate each other as partners. And she kind of confessed to Lloyd that, you know, she's never really been in a serious relationship. So that's why she panicked so much at the idea of kissing him in front of her brother. And so, you know, the whole innocence thing, the fact that this really is her first relationship, whether it be fake or not, you know, it's kind of cute, but it also lets Lloyd know where she's coming from. But I think it's also pointed out that the two of them need to work a little bit on that natural connection that the two of them have, so that it doesn't quite come off as awkward as it did to her brother in the future. So now into this episode. It's called The Great Dodgeball Plan. I have to think that we're going back to Operation Strix and Anya with the school. We know that the friendship scheme did not work out because her and Damien are not necessarily friends, even though we know that Damien has a crush. But maybe there's something else here around this whole, maybe a teamwork sort of thing that might be behind this. I'm not sure. We're not going to know until we get into the episode. So I'm about to do that. But before I do, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time coming, you know, my name is Aisha. Obviously, I do reactions here. I do anime. I also do a lot of DC, Marvel, comic, supernaturally type of stuff. So if that's your vibe, please join the family. Hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when I do reactions. And please show love to this video if you do like it as well by hitting that like button. It just helps a girl out a lot. And the same goes for those of you who've been here before. Thank you so much for coming back. Welcome back. And please do the same, like, subscribe, all that good stuff if it's in your heart to do. All right, that out of the way, guys, let's get into episode 10 right about now. Is it the headmaster? Mr. It is. Okay, running with his ponytail in the breeze. I see you. Oh, geez, I don't think we need to see all that. That's my girl Anya. You know, she's an overachiever. Oh, damn, the first time ever? That would be the way that you behaviorally train someone. Oh, his parents didn't show up. That's right. We're gonna get a sad boy story. Do we get to see him? Okay, so poor Damien's also living in his brother's shadow too. Okay, there might be a little bit more that might work out here. Oh, my poor kid's under pressure. Okay. Maybe Anya's pretty good at it. I hope so. I need my girl to offset that Demetrius bolt, man. It wasn't her fault she got teased the first day. She needs to make a better impression. Let's face it, Damien will fall more in love with her if she wins anyway. Interesting that they didn't show us the brother's picture. They did the same thing with Yuri in the beginning, so I feel like the older brother is going to factor into something as well. They're still... Wow, language. Look at him. Illegal. In fairness, Anya just defended herself. She's not calling people any curse names. That's the other rich kids, okay? But homie should also realize that these are kids, you know, coming from very rich places, probably not even being raised by their parents, so who knows what they're hearing. All right, we got the both of them going for MVP now. Guess who's gonna get some intense dodgeball training now? It's a very aggressive game for really no reason at all. She's not serious, joking when she says killer. Let's not take a kid's head off, okay? Right? You've got this little baby doing crunches right now, sit-ups. You do know that kids at this age are pretty much pure muscle anyway. Okay, Anya must be particularly weak because every 6-year-old that I've met, like they can do sit-ups like nothing at this age because they're just constantly moving. Well, the stamina part, I believe. Kids do need a nap like 5 times a day at this age. That's gonna take a kid's head off your. I mean, I don't know if you would have done much better, Twilight. I think everything you've done is always in the vein of hurting people or disabling them. So either way, this kid's gonna get a messed up training. Ooh, not the waterfall training. You know it's serious. Anya's not even gonna be ready for dodgeball. She's ready for war. What do you mean? I love seeing her hair different too. That's cute. You're gonna do pretty well, Anya. That's some serious training. And good on you for sticking with it. All right, I'm ready for this. Come on, Anya. Yes, yes, the bandana. Woo! Look at that face. Girl, you better at least come second place. Oh, no, Anya, I know you want to feel sorry for him, but I don't know. It's a hard one. Like, his situation is valid and pitiable, but Anya's got a whole Demetrius bolt she needs to offset, so. Yes, I love these action shots. Watch your faces. What determines the MVP, though? Just the most hits? Overall sportsmanship? Being elegant? Eleganto? Woo! Wait, that is not a child. That is a whole grown-ass man. Exactly. Why is he with the babies? No, stop it. Physique, no, this is a 40-year-old man who clearly can't count. There is no way. Get him out of here. Okay, it's not that serious. I really don't think this man should be playing with children. This is unfair. What is wrong? What? How is this okay? My boy literally wearing Google Spyglass and everything in there. But you're also going up against kindergartners. This is not skill. Genetically modified? No. We need to talk. We need to test this kid's hormones because this is not natural. Right? Thank you for bringing out the audience. I feel like that kid probably could against 5-year-olds. They take Dodgeball very seriously. This is all like literally reminding me of the movie Dodgeball and how like over the top it was. He's got superpowers? I love the imaginations of kids, and I love that they're doing a good job of showing that this is how vivid their imaginations get. Not the Naruto run. What is this? Oh man, listen kids, do not shadow clone. Oh my god, I love it. I love the Naruto references. I'm not an honor to fight first. The dramatics. The show is so good. I love it. Right? Oh, that might hit you in the face. Yes, the thumbs up too. Can we give this kid... Kind of hoping it wouldn't hit his face. That doesn't count though, does it? It's not that dramatic, oh my god. get one tear out of one eye? Between the legs. Sorry, go right for the nuts. That kid's going down. Finally, Anya anticipating. Yes, Anya! Look at that training, giving her those lightning reflexes.
Dodgeball no go.
Another smile. The smile came back. Yes. Die? Right? Like, why is this allowed? This school is awful. Okay, look at someone might get a little return on that crush. That's right. You see what love does? You see what love does? Oh, see, she's got a little crush now. Anya's first crush. Oh, ooh, no, not the hair billowing in the breeze. We don't even know where the breeze came from, but yes, you better hit him right between the eyes, Anya. Wow. Woo! We need Yor in here. This boy needs a lesson. You see the wake that ball had? Right? She's like, I don't know what's happening, but this is cool. Come on, Anya. Let that training come through. Let your inner Yor shine through. Oh, the form. The form's there. Yes. Planted feet. Twist of the body. My little hands, no. She had spark. Yeah, girl, you better. Look at the cosmos behind you, girl. That's right. You better panic, you big bully. With your 900. Oh, I had a feeling it was going to fail, but at least she tried.
テラこんな一授業のミニゲームで与えるわけなかろう。誰がそんな
Oh, look at that.
と暴言を吐く君にはポニトをくれてやってもいい。
That's right. Yay! Sorry, RIP earphone users. Besides, this kid does not deserve to be in this class. How the hell are you putting him in with elementary school students? Oh, it's okay, Anya. You did amazing. Even though you kind of cheated. Hey, the fact that he's yelling at you means he cares. He actually likes you a lot. So cute. My little kindergarten love story. Oh, wow, guys. That was such a fun episode. Oh my gosh, seriously, I keep saying it, but it just keeps ringing true. This show is so imaginative. The writing is so funny. Like, the comedic timing is on point. And I love how they turn this game into like this life or death, like complete kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a metaphor for actual going to war here. Because, you know, when you think about the fact that there is an actual several subplots going on actually right now, we just discovered with this crazy freaking steroid kid that there seems to be another faction with a kid in this school with an agenda. We're probably going to find out more about that later. But, you know, these kids are literally kind of, you know, the reflections of the bigger battle that's happening with the adults around them. But I think it's just so funny because, again, like, I don't know about other parts of the world, but I know, I think in US, Canada, I think the UK too, I'm not sure, but dodgeball is a real thing. And I mean, like I said during the episode, I have no idea why this is a children's game. Like, literally objective, you get these, at least in Canada, we used to have these rubber, like these red rubber balls that were filled with air. They were smaller than basketballs, but a little bit, maybe around the size of a soccer ball, somewhere in there. But they used to fill them like all the way with air. So like when you, like those things hit, like I'm telling you, when those things hit you from a distance, especially if they hit bare skin, whoo, man, they would leave welts like you would, oh man, it hurt like hell. And the fact that, you know, like he said that no shots above the head counted. But when I tell you, the boys especially, they were always aiming for faces. The amount of times people got balls to the back of the head or the side of the face, it was, And this was a sport. I'm like, what is, I remember even in elementary school being like, what is the point of this sport? Why are we literally trying to like break each other's noses with this damn ball? or just be bruising up legs. But anyway, it definitely became kind of life and death when you be out there. And like I said, the whole time I just kept thinking about the movie Dodgeball. If you haven't seen it, it's a very, very cute movie from the early 2000s, but just the seriousness of this game, because of course we saw Damien had his own agenda. Obviously Anya had her own agenda. So did that crazy kid. But I think one of the things that we could take away on a little bit more of a serious note was Damien, the situation with him, right? Like so far, we've just been kind of looking at him as an objective, and Anya kind of looked at him as that bully from the, day one. But now she's kind of hearing that he's got his own pressures, right? Because the reality is that a lot of us, when we look at families that are rich and powerful and successful, we just assume that life is absolutely easy for them. It's great. There's no pressure, but there's actually usually a lot of innate pressure in those types of families. And we heard with Damien that apparently his older brother is the golden child. He's the younger one, living in his shadow, trying to make himself stand out. Apparently his father doesn't really acknowledge him. So he feels like he's got to do all this stuff, like get these Stellas and become an imperial scholar and do all these things, at least that his brother did, in order to even get noticed or acknowledged by his dad. That's very real, not just in like rich families, like overall, anyone who's had an older sibling, they might have gone through something similar where they feel like they're always living in that sibling's shadow. So kind of seeing that, Damien is a kid behind all the bravado and the rude remarks. He really is still just a kid trying to navigate his own life. And, the fact that Anya can hear this now, she kind of sees that Damien is not all the, rough and gruff that he says, that there's actually, I think she already picked up on it to some extent, that he's not as much of a jerk as he turns out, or as he acts like. His friends are definitely worse. But the cute part in this episode, obviously, is when Damien chose to save Anya. Of course, he said, he made up his excuses, but that kid was like out of order. Like he was literally throwing that ball so hard, it bruised Damien's hands. Imagine that hit Anya's poor little face. Like that kid's got some issues. But anyway, I think Anya saw that there's another side to him, and you saw her even say, second son's a good guy. Like, are you actually a good person? Kids are very black and white at this age, and she's going to figure out eventually that it's not quite that simple. Damien has his bad sides, but he clearly has a good heart underneath it all. But like I said, I feel like the way she was looking up at Damien for saving her like that, there's probably going to be a little bit of mutual crush that might happen eventually. And, it's all super cute. But clearly, Damien still kind of has his eye on Anya as far as being one of the people that he likes in that school. So, like I said, I'm not sure where they're going to take this relationship with the two of them. I have a prediction that potentially at some point he and Anya are actually going to start getting along, and I could almost see maybe Anya letting him in on the plot, right? Because I feel like if Anya senses that Damien's a good kid, but maybe his dad isn't, she might end up having a moral dilemma about that, right? Because obviously this whole operation is supposed to get to his dad, but if his dad's the not nice person and Damien is, I could see Anya becoming conflicted in the future. But that's going to be way down the line. But yeah, outside of that, we just had those really cute montage of, again, Yor and Anya time. I love when those two work together and fight. Lloyd very much took a back seat in this episode, which is fine with me. The ladies got to have the floor. And like I said, now with this giant, absolutely abnormally large child, we get to find out where this other kind of maybe third party in this whole situation is coming in, because I feel like we're going to see more of that kid despite everything. And oh yes, I have to shout out Henderson. Love that Henderson, first of all, was like, ain't no Stellas being given out for a game here. Y'all just believed rumors and you didn't confirm. And second, you big ass kid, knowing you're bigger than all these kids, stronger than all these kids, and you actually were saying something like die to a 5-year-old, like something is very wrong with you. That is not beyond elegance. That's just bullying behavior. So I love that he actually ended up punishing him for that. So Henderson's a good one. I like him despite the fact that he's a little bit weird. So overall, again, great episode. Enjoyed watching it a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and we will see you in the next video.